Hey guys, this is Owen, aka Heisenberg4365. Now, as many of you know, I have a workshop, and I have recently constructed this device. It looks kind of weird. It's a funnel. It's two funnels actually. But what it is it's a DIY carbon filter, aka it's a homemade carbon filter. So it's quite simple, and the operation's extremely simple the way it works. So what I've done is ages ago, it was used to be a simple air extraction system, but it didn't work very well. So what I've done is I've upgraded it by a lot. It's a genuine carbon filter now, and it weighs a bit. So inside here is a little funnel to fit inside the bigger funnel. Now, there's not really much reasoning in between doing that. I could have simply built all in this, but the thing is, these the inner funnel, as you might be able to see it, has a filter on the end, and that filter and that inner funnel, the inner funnel diameter, the outer diameter of the top of it, actually fits perfectly inside this filter here. I got these filters for free, and I've just had them laying about for ages, and then I thought I need a carbon filter. I might make a carbon filter, so I did. This is the outlet of the carbon filter. So it's quite simple, the operation. It utilises a basic best weight air bed pump, which I picked up for about 50 pence, I think, on a car boot sale in the UK. Now, this has an intake here, so intake air, and the output there, which is blows air, and that's takes air in. So you put that inside wherever you want to extract smell or odours from. And then you put this, which is quite bodged, but it works. I've got a final tubing going down to the funnel, which then I've screwed. I did first start on my first one with, I first thought about this project and I started working on it. And I thought I'll glue inside here, the inner funnel. So I've got another one of these, but I glued the filter and there's no carbon inside it. The carbon was actually going to be mounted to inside a box that this would actually secure to, like that. But now that's no longer. This is an all-in-one system right here. This is your carbon filter. So in here we've got a inner funnel, like I've been on about, and this inner funnel contains very simply a layer of like meshy. It's not mesh. It's a fibre filter, and this fibre filter is hot glued around the bottom so no carbon can actually get out no matter how much you shake it. And then there's charcoal, my form of carbon, placed on top of this inner layer, and then on top we've got 3 of the pieces. They're about the same diameter as that, and they just fit underneath this, and that stops carbon from being blown out of here. And then this is the end filtration system, which is a big filter. I don't know any ratings about this. Apparently it's a particle filter, SR510P3R. These funnels, this inner funnel, come from Wilko's of a set of 3, and they were laying about, they'd been used, they were dirty, so yeah. And then these 2 screws here actually are the bits that these 2 screws, 1 and 2, I heated up a metal rod and shoved it through and then screwed this down so that it can be removable. The whole thing inside the inner funnel is constructed of just simple hot glue, and that's pretty much as far as it goes, just hot glue. Even this end filter is held on by hot glue, you see. It's a nice construction, it's got a good weight to it, and it does work. I can't give a sample yet, but I will set up a demo using my e-cigarette soon. So stay tuned for that, guys. The whole thing is very loud though, because it utilises the airbed pump. And I thought about it for a while, how would I draw air out of somewhere? And then I thought an airbed pump, because you know, it's got to take air into it and it's got to blow air out, aka the outlet to blow air into an airbed. And the only problem though is it's very loud, and it's noticeably loud. I put this on in my shed I can hear it in the house at night. So it's not great. Not that I leave it on overnight. But yeah, it's a good little setup and it works. It works extremely well. I was doing some testing yesterday, like I say, with a e-cigarette odor. And what I was doing is I was blowing it into the outlet, holding this in my girlfriend's says, and no smoke came through. Well, smoke did come through, but that was before I had the carbon in there to filtrate more. And yeah, it's just an awesome little thing that I made and constructed. Please leave a like on this video if it's helped you in any way. I will try and do a build log on one of these, if I make any more of these, in fact. And it just works, and that's the thing I like about DIY. You can make something, and these usually, not this exact looking thing, there's normally a drum around this. It kind of looks a bit like that with a drum around it, coming out about this long. A proper professional carbon filter, you're looking at quite a bit of money. When you can make this pretty affordably at home, I would estimate the cost with the pump to be about maybe $15 to $20. Anyway, peace.